Good day! Today, the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta went live for those that pre-ordered. A few weeks ago, I got the lowdown on what's in this beta because EA flew me to DICE in Stockholm with a gaggle of other EA game changers. I got my grubby little hands all over every aspect of this beta, so if you want to know what's in it, stay tuned. This is actually quite a large beta with several modes and lots of content to unlock. First, let's look at the modes. First of all, we have Arcade. Now this mode might be something you want to play to warm up just before jumping into the larger multiplayer modes, or perhaps you just want a quick go on Darth Maul because you've only got 10 or 15 minutes to play. Essentially, it's a time trial and you've got to kill a certain number of enemies within a time limit using Darth Maul or the heavy battle droid. Experience earned in this mode does count towards your profile level and can help you unlock a few star card booster packs. I have been told there is a daily cap on how much experience you can earn, so it'll only get you so far. Sadly, it doesn't look like you can play this mode in any kind of online co-op, which I thought was quite a shame, but never mind, there's plenty more to do in this beta, so let's crack on. Starfighter Assault is next, and I found there is a little bit more to it than meets the eye. It is actually a very objective-driven game mode, and a team that plays the objective versus a team that doesn't and just tries to dogfight all the time can actually steamroll to victory quite convincingly. As you'd expect, it looks like there has been quite a bit of a balance pass since playing this mode at Gamescom. The X-Wings and standard TIE fighters seem to be much more viable, and generally there wasn't a starfighter I flew that I didn't find a use for. It also seems that damage collision has been severely reduced or even removed, but I didn't do enough extensive testing to confirm that. I can say with sincerity, however, that I found I was killed by people kamikazing their starfighters into me a hell of a lot less than previously. Galactic Assault is up next. The same map as EA Play, but with the training wheels taken off. The previous build meant that it was impossible to stop the troop transport because everybody at EA Play was given a set amount of time to play the game. Now the gloves are off. It's game time, and it actually makes the mode a lot more fun. If you play the objectives, you can bring the troop transport down and stop the droids from ever reaching the throne room. However, now that the anti-tank rifles at the objectives are so much more of a threat, I found that the droid players will actively try and push and hold those points to stop the clones from using them. So it makes this mode come together a lot more, and I found it mildly stressful, and I do mean that in a good way, kind of like a heart-pounding competitive sense. A few times the troop transport was very close to its destination, and we only had 3 or 4 more chances left to fire some shots and finish off its remaining health. Fighting around the areas where the objective rifles spawn was quite intense. Finally, my favourite mode for this beta, it's Strike. Now this mode essentially plays like a game of capture the flag, but obviously we're on a brand new map. There's an artifact the First Order need to steal, and the rebels must protect and defend it. I found there's some really nice back and forth in this game mode, with teammates needing to work together to protect the artifact carrier. When the artifact is dropped, there is a timer for when it will return to its original position. This can be reset by First Order players if they manage to pick it up again before it expires. Even if you pick it up for just a split second and then die again, you have bought your team another 10 or 20 seconds. The map is set in Maz's castle on Takodana, and I found it really enjoyable. There's also some fresh unlocks with a Wookiee warrior on the rebel side and a First Order flame trooper for the First Order. There are no heroes in this mode, so I think that might be the only reservation some people have, but for people that don't like being instantly force choked by Darth Maul, then I suppose this is a nice mode for them. One last thing I just want to touch on is the star cards and the UI, which has been revamped, as you can see. This whole system seems quite a lot deeper than before. You can manually upgrade your favourite cards by spending points. Duplicates will be scrapped and will give you more points to spend on upgrades, and also new abilities. There's lots of stuff to unlock for both foot soldiers and starfighters in all the modes, so the star cards I think give more depth and variety to everything you're playing. I definitely recommend spending some time looking through your star cards, opening crates, and customising your soldiers and ships, as it will give you an edge when playing and rounds off the whole experience. Well, I think I've said enough. We're going to play the beta a lot over the next few days on Twitch, so if you've got any more questions, come and hit us up in the chat. Thanks for watching, my lovelies, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!